Hi, pussies. Welcome back to Therapuss. Today we are airing one of my favorite episodes ever. It is with Glen Powell, movie star, Pilates class goer extraordinaire. Glen and I met, I don't really remember when. I think it was like maybe half a year ago or whatever, but we instantly hit it off. He's the best. When he said he'd come on Therapuss, I literally was like overjoyed. I never thought he would do it, and he did. He's really just the hardest working, best guy I know. His new movie, Hitman, comes out in theaters on May 24th and comes out on Netflix on June 7th. He's also in Twister. He's the leading man right now. He's incredible, and I can't wait for you guys to get to know him more. As a reminder, submit Tell Me What's Wrongs to passthatpuss.com. Leave a name and number if you're feeling fancy. I'd love to give you a call. And yeah, I'm not going to bore you with me talking forever. So without further ado, I present to you Therapuss with Glen Powell. Okay, guys, welcome the one, the only Glen Powell to Therapuss.
Oh, shucks, dude. This has been a long time coming, man.
It's been a long time coming. Should we introduce the star of the show here? If you can see.
Brisky, come here.
Brisket.
This is Brisky.
This is Brisket. This is Glen's dog, who's going to make an appearance the entire episode. I told Glen was going to leave Brisket behind. I said, absolutely, you must bring him.
But maybe should I give him a less creaky chew toy? Or
I don't think it matters.
Okay, cool.
Does it matter, Nolan?
It's kind of like the ASMR sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
people can really hear Brisket chewing the whole time. Which
I
is
agree.
Nice.
And people will like it. It's very ASMR.
It is ASMR, right? Good.
So, Glen, what are you therapist about today?
What am I therapist about
I was
today?
going to do Theraplease because I've actually never seen you angry.
It takes a lot to get me angry. When I get angry, I usually don't get angry on my own behalf. I have
Right.
a pretty long fuse. It's usually on other people's behalfs that I get upset. I would say.
That's a really. What's your star sign?
Libra.
Ugh, you're great.
What's your star sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
God bless us all.
Wait, so wait, where are you? Because I'm on like a verge. I'm like
Wait, I'm October 27th. You're October what?
21st.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Dare I say joint birthday party?
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
We got to do it.
Joint birthday party.
In the plunge,
Oh,
Pilates,
in the
everybody's
plunge.
getting shredded.
Everyone has to plunge and everyone has to do Pilates and shake their ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Everyone will come. People normally don't come to my parties. But if Glen Powell's hosting with me, everyone will come. I know you all will.
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So what are you therapists about? Is it anything?
You know, I would say a new thing in my life that I'm therapist about is this thing. This is the only thing that's been new
Your
for
phone?
me. No, people going
Oh.
a holster side with my phone.
Okay.
I think that's one of the only things that I get. I feel like I'm having like dinner with my family or anybody. It's just like I just feel like it's like one of those signs where I'm like, if people want to come up and just ask for
Right, you would
a thing,
prefer that.
I'm into that.
Right.
I think it's the side holster one that I it's a weird thing that's like I don't know why
Because they don't think you notice.
Yeah, and I feel like it's I like when people like say
Yeah,
hi and come up
right.
and it's like they've seen the movie or
Right.
whatever. It's like that's great. I think it's the sneaky one that
Pisses you off.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're trying to pull one over on you.
Yeah.
But you're like,
there's
no
something
way.
about it that doesn't feel like we're on the same team.
Right.
Where it's like if
Yes.
people ask for a picture, I'm like, yeah, dude,
Right.
let's do it,
That's my number one insecurity and freak out. If someone's asking me for something and I'm scared they're making fun of me.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Makes me feel like shit.
Because there are people that I think that's the one thing that I've like realized is that like I remember, I'm a big Texas Longhorn fan, right? And I remember I was in Oklahoma shooting Twisters, and I was watching the Big 12 championship game. Texas was playing Oklahoma State, and this guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey man, can I? My girlfriend really wants a picture with you." And this is a big bar. I mean, I'm talking really big. And I said, yeah, where's she? He goes, oh, she's at the bar. Game's going on. I'm like, okay, just on the next play, I'll run over and say hi. And so I literally like went to the other end of the bar, took pictures of all these people on the way and had conversation, trying to take a picture with his girlfriend. Finally got there. And then he like did this like thing, which is basically the middle finger to, I'm in the picture with his girlfriend.
Okay.
And he gets in the picture and he throws the horns down sign, which is like the middle finger
Yeah.
of Texas. And I was just like, dude, like I came all the way across the bar to do a picture for your girlfriend and you do that. You know what I was like, that's like, it's just like things like that where, because I find that this ride is been really cool and everybody's really it's fun when people like the stuff that you
Right.
make, and it's all that stuff. But then there's some people you realize they're not out for your best interest, and just like you're talking about, it can get you in your own head
Oh my
about
God.
stuff. Then you start distrusting everybody, and that sucks.
Right.
Because it's not fair to anybody when most people are just really nice.
Most people are so nice, but some aren't. Like I call pussies during this podcast, and one time I called I called someone, and then I saw a story of them being like, Jake called me and like was making fun of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it makes me not want to do that anymore.
Totally.
But that's not fair to all the other pussies.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're trying to when you're being genuine
Right.
with somebody, and you go out of your way to like do the thing, and then somebody's intention, like I'm realizing this with interviews, right? Like sometimes, like, you know, when you're promoting a movie, some people want to like actually ask you about the fun of something and whatever, and then some people are looking for dirt.
Right.
You know, and when you feel that, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I think they're looking for like dirt on a co-star or a story that's going to get people in trouble or to try to take it out of context. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't like this anymore. Like right now you feel like you're on the stand or something. It's like, this sucks, you know? And I think that's, it takes all the fun out of it, you know, when people, because then it becomes duplicitous, and then people aren't actually like, feel free to be like a little like messy and fun in interviews. They're like kind of,
because
that's why Hollywood kind of sucks in a lot. You know, that's why there's no fun in Hollywood. Everybody has to be a politician,
right?
You know, like back in the day, people were like,
it's very political.
Yeah, it's very political.
It's very
you can't
political.
have scars anymore the same way you used to.
I mean, now with like the phones too, it's just like everything's on camera.
Yeah,
scary.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, speaking of movies, I feel like we should talk about Hitman.
Let's do it.
I watched the trailer last night. Also, to prep for this, I rewatched Top Gun Maverick, which was crazy to rewatch after we became friends because you're kind of an asshole in the film.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, that's like not giving Glen though. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait, he's not like this at all in person.
Yeah.
It was crazy to watch. I was watching it on the plane last night.
It's fun. It's a fun movie, right?
I cried at the end.
No, it's like that movie I'm like really proud of, because I'm now realizing like the bigger a movie is, the harder it is to be like heartfelt and emotional. Yeah. Like innately, like when movies become big, they kind of become more impersonal, and that movie gets me. Like I watched that movie a bunch on that premiere circuit, and it got me every time.
Oh my God, how many times did you have to watch that movie?
Let's see. I watched it first I watched it during COVID. It was like the very beginning of COVID. We had just finished the movie. So I watched it at Paramount with all the young guns. Tom was in London. So that was the first time I saw it. Then I saw it at the San Diego premiere. And then I saw it at Cannes. Okay. And then I saw it in London. And then I think I've just seen it that many times.
You've seen it you sat there and watched yourself on screen 4 times?
Four times.
Oh my God, I could never. I could never. Well, thank God I have no opportunity to. So.
No, man. I'll tell you, I told you this is like after we started becoming friends, I was literally like, oh, dude, you definitely have an acting career ahead of you. You really do. It's a funny thing to watch people, because like I've realized over the course of, I've been out in this town a long time trying to do this thing, and you see the people in your acting classes or the people that, have gone out and you guys run lines together or whatever it is, and you see like who ends up transcending to a new place, and it's always the people that have a good attitude, which you do have, tenacity, which you definitely have.
Oh my God.
And a sharp attribute, which is like a thing that makes you singular. And you have all those things.
Oh my God. Yeah. No one gasses me up like Glen. Like, let me just say, I leave the workout definitely feeling fat, but like, I'm like, okay, well, Glen told me I was funny, so it's fine. It's not that serious.
We have a good time. We have a good time in there. I really, after you do Pilates with Jake, you don't want to do Pilates with anyone else. You really want an exclusive Pilates relationship.
Yes. We have a very exclusive Pilates relationship. Yeah. Glen didn't go today, so I did not go today. I was like, oh, I can't make it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. If we get too busy and we can't coordinate schedules, we really have an obesity contract.
Yes.
It's like we just stop working.
Right.
Out
except the obesity contract actually only affects me. So it's like he donates the obesity he would receive to me. Someone commented on my TikTok the other day. They were like, "You look so skinny," and I was like, "Oh, do I not usually?" Like, fuck.
No, I'm telling you, dude. It's. But you're putting in the work.
I am.
I've noticed a serious difference. It's like
stop.
No, it really is. Like it's honestly, that's like that's like what it takes. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Just getting in the sweat, eating right.
That's how the cavemen did it.
That's how the cavemen did it.
But most of them went to aloe, they said.
All the cavemen wore aloe.
Yeah, they all wore
Yeah.
aloe. And then made the wheel.
Yeah, we should, that's the one thing. Aloe is branded everywhere. We don't have like an aloe loincloth.
Yeah.
Like a caveman loincloth sort of workout.
Oh, I think they have one in the Museum of Natural History.
That's true. And the aloe section.
Yeah,
There's
the
a whole
aloe section.
The aloe section of the
Yeah. Oh,
museum.
everywhere. The pilgrims, all dressed in aloe. Like head to toe. HTT.
Yeah.
So about Hitman,
Yes.
you worked with Richard Linklater, who's,
Yes.
I've told you, one of my favorite directors.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, he directed Boyhood,
Yep.
which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's with Patricia Arquette. It's filmed over, 12 years with the same
Yeah.
actors? It's
Yeah.
like pinnacle filmmaking. So what was it like working with Richard? And he's presenting you with an award next week, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting inducted into the Texas Film Hall of Fame.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. I'm super excited. And that's actually cool. I'm really excited because I'm doing it at the Paramount Theater, which is where I started my theater career in Austin. So it's like I grew up doing theater at this theater in Austin, right on Congress. It's like where a lot of my most special memories of making, like really falling in love with acting and all that stuff was. So the fact that I'm getting inducted at that theater is like incredibly special. And also just like working with Rick, Rick gave me one of my first movies with Fast Food Nation. So we've been working together since we were like 14.
No way.
I was 14 years old. He wasn't 14. I was like 14 years old. And then we worked on Everybody Wants Them together when I was probably like 24. And then we worked on Apollo 10.5 and then wrote and produced this movie together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you have all these like different costumes. For those who don't know, I'll put it up on the screen. But which was your favorite to wear? Because my favorite's the tatted one. Oh my God, hi, Brisket.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner is like, people have compared Tanner to the Tiger King guy. What's his
Yes, Joe. What's
Joe
his name?
Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
It's so funny because I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, I'm gonna lint roll the shit out of your couch after this. I
Yeah,
promise.
no.
This is insane.
Wait, no. I'm honored. Brisket, come here.
Brisket, go back over here.
Come here. Come hang.
Go, dude, go over here. Good.
He's like, no, I don't want to.
The funniest thing is so Tanner's this character, like, because what you basically had is like there's the real guy that I'm playing in the movie is a guy named Gary Johnson. So this whole thing is based on this Texas Monthly article about this real guy who was like a psychology professor who basically moonlighted with a police department as a fake hitman in sting operations, right? And so the story is that he would basically, because hitmen don't really exist, he would put on all these disguises to, as a psychology professor, he would psychoanalyze these people and then become the fantasy of what they thought a hitman was. So all of these characters are based on these debriefs of stuff that I was actually listening to, because like the real Gary Johnson, they called him the Laurence Olivier of fake hitman. So he would, he would like put on all these disguises. So I would like go through these things and like listen to these conversations and kind of infuse it into the movie. And Tanner's sort of like this swamp boat, sort of like just redneck guy. He seems like kind of a, like, he seemed like a disgruntled vet who ended up running a swamp boat company and did some shady shit on it. You didn't know, what he was, but the funniest part is like, I love how people are gravitating towards all these different things and kind of coming up with nicknames for all of them. And Tiger King is definitely my
It's giving
my
Tiger
favorite.
King. And then one of them's giving Severus Snape.
Yeah, the Russian guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize while we were playing, I had no idea we were doing Severus Snape, but the voice is very different. It's a Russian guy.
Oh my God. I'm very excited for this movie to come out.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see it. It's been fun. It's been fun to also, watch this with an audience. Like the audience is just loving it. And you see these like, Rick's movies, like Boyhood or Before Sunrise or Sunset or, he made
I forgot he did
School
those.
of Rock. He did, he's made some just like some Dazed and Confused, like some of the greatest movies of all time. And this one is just like really, it's been fun because this movie's just fun.
Right.
Just like audiences you leave smiling and you have a blast. And I think it's got like a fun message.
You're kind of bringing back that genre of movies, like feel good movies.
Yeah, I'm trying, because that's what I like remember is like when I was a kid watching movies, like you just left the theater feeling good. You didn't feel, and I don't know why there's been this kind of trend that like good movies have to end on a dour note, you know, and like they have to be slogged through. And like when you watch movies in like award season, you know, like the movies that you're like, damn, I got to saddle up for this one. Like, I'm going to feel like shit after this movie.
Right.
You know, and like I just remember it's like movies that really stick with you, you want to rewatch them.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times like there's this like, God, I have to saddle up for this thing, and you watch it and you just sort of go, okay, cool, I got that done, and that was a impressive performance or impressive movie, but you don't want to go through it again. Right. And there's a place for those movies, but I think the movies that I got into this business for are the ones that I couldn't wait to watch again.
Right. What were some of your favorites like growing up? Like, what were some of your favorite? Because a lot of people say, you know, Glen is bringing back rom-coms. You know, rom-coms are back.
Yeah.
Did you watch rom-coms growing up?
Yeah, I loved rom-coms growing up. Legally Blonde.
Oh, the best.
One of my favorites. That was one that my sisters loved Legally Blonde. My mom loved Legally Blonde. And I think I got to meet one of my neighbors in L.A. was a Karen McCullough who wrote Legally Blonde.
No way.
So she wrote He's the Man, Legally Blonde, or She's the Man. Wrote 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
so
iconic.
some of like our favorite movies
Yeah.
growing up, like she wrote all of them, and she's just The House Bunny.
I love The House Bunny. I love The House Bunny. Oh my God, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I'll introduce you to Karen. She's a trip, and she's so funny. But that's like, you know, I think the rom-coms, like she's even come up to me recently because she writes all these great scripts, but for a while these studios just were like, no, they're not marketable. So I am proud that like getting calls from my friends that write rom-coms, they're like, yo, you just
brought it back.
help me pay my mortgage. You know what I mean? Like it's been really nice. And Sydney and I feel just proud that like this thing has just kind of hit.
Yeah, oh, it really hit. Such a good movie.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys promoted the fuck out of that movie. It never ended. It was like city after city after city. How long did you promo that movie for?
No, you know what the funniest part is Sydney was shooting and I was shooting at the same time. So I was shooting Twisters and she was shooting another movie at the same time. So we would actually meet up for 2 days. Like I flew to Australia. We did a quick little reshoot, and then we shot 1 day of all those promotional things that you saw. And then right after right after like I wrapped Twisters, we shot 2 more days of stuff. So all of that stuff that inundated people's TikToks, you know, Instagram and stuff for like a month, we shot in like 2 days.
Was it exhausting?
Yeah, it was just like nonstop for 2 days.
But it's crazy. I mean, it's a testament to you guys because you couldn't tell that you filmed it over 2 days. Every one seemed like a brand new day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the crazy part is it's taught, you know, Sid and I really put a lot of thought into, you know, when actors like used to promote movies, like, used to be really fun. Like, I feel like nobody's really having that much fun when they're promoting movies. Like, so often it's a slog, and like Sydney and I have the best time together. So we're like, how do we just like make people actually like? This is a movie about having fun.
Right.
Like, you should leave that movie singing and dancing, and the press tour should kind of feel like that. So Sid and I were trying to have as much fun as possible. But
it showed. You guys had a bunch of fun.
We were kind of everywhere.
Yeah. How many times have you seen that movie?
What?
Anyone But You. Because you said you saw Top Gun 4 times.
I saw it in the edit twice. I've only seen the finished product once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how you're able to watch yourself. Like, I can't. I can't even watch my TikToks back.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, I actually can't.
It does get in your own head. I remember, because also movies, people forget that, like, when you're watching, like, a rough cut of a movie, it's probably like watching, like, the footage that you're of yourself that you're having to edit, right? So you sit there and you're like, I hate myself. Like, you're the worst. I remember watching Hidden Figures for the first time, and that's a movie that had this, like, incredible life, Oscar-nominated movie. And I remember watching it for the first time on the Fox lot. And this is before all the effects were done, and the music was in, the sound design. And I literally left the movie, and I puked in the bushes. I thought I ruined this movie. I was like, all these women put in these great performances, and it's like the legacy of these women. I was like, I literally ruined this movie. I literally walked out, and I was like, oh my God. Like, it feels like the most atrocious thing you can do as an actor is just be terrible in a movie about real life people that like need a real life story. But I remember it's like, and then, you know, once the music gets in there, seams start getting, you know, it starts being polished a little bit. But I remember that's like, there's no loathing, self-loathing, like people that are actually doing it, you know, and it's like, there's because we all want to be good, and you all want to service something greater, and nobody wants to be the weak point in a movie,
right?
You know, and nobody, especially when you're talking about real life stories. So, but I can, you know, what you do every day, because you're putting yourself out there. You know, I get to hide behind a character a little bit more. You know, what you're doing is a very different ask and a very different configuration, because you really are having to like generate an entire format and persona and character to a degree. Like, it is you,
yes,
but there's not much to hide behind in terms of who you are and what your life is and what you care about and your opinions and all of it.
It's like, I feel like I was having so much trouble like describing what I am, and then I was like finally came up with like, okay, I think I'm like an internet personality. But when you're like a personality and like someone's shitting on you, it's like, oh, they're shitting on me. They're not shitting on the character. They're not shitting on my performance. They're shitting on me.
Yes. And I think that's one thing that I have realized in this last little bit. McConaughey gave me some good advice about this, which is like, you sort of have to be like, Bruce Wayne is still Batman.
Yes.
Right? But when he's Batman, they're shooting at Batman. He can't really get hurt because he's kind of like, you know, impenetrable, whatever. But like, you have to know who the audience is shooting at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like, you have to be able to go home and like separate the Therapuss versus Jake Shane.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And sort of let them shoot at the Therapuss.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you kind of have to, that's like a hard thing, but like, what you're doing is innately you're gonna have to bleed.
Yeah.
You know, and you're gonna have to kind of get shot at. And I'm realizing that now. I was like, there has to be like Glen Powell, you know, the public persona. And then there's got to be who I actually am, you know,
right.
because the audience only has certain context clues.
Right.
They only know what they see on articles and, you know, red carpets or behind the scenes interviews. Like, they don't really know who I am.
Right.
So
I feel like that's where I get so anxious, because I feel like everyone, like, I don't feel like I have a separation between who I present myself as and who I am. I feel like I'm the same person.
Well, you're a very authentic, genuine person. Which makes it feel that way, because like what you are doing here, you're just being like you.
Right.
At the same time, they're even though you're being you, they are only seeing the walls in here.
Yes.
And what happens in here, they're not seeing the rest of your life. So that's the other thing, that like you're still only getting a sliver of what you're sort of presenting, you know. And there's all these other wonderful parts of you that, you know, people don't get to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's good to have the Batman Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
The Beyonce Sasha Fierce.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh. What? How do you know that?
Beyonce Sasha Fierce?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. Are you excited for Cowboy Carter tonight?
By the way, she's a full blown country star tonight.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So are we talking because is it Blue Ivy?
Blue
Ivy
is on what?
Wait, is she performing?
No, yes, she was. Beyonce's country album comes out tonight.
Oh, it does?
Yes, Cowboy Carter.
Oh, that's
Miley Cyrus is on it. Dolly Parton's on it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's lit.
Wait, have you listened to it?
No, I'm going to at 9 p.m. on the dot. I'm turning my phone off.
9 p.m. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're just hours away.
We're hours away from the way Beyonce will change country music forever.
Cowboy Carter's a great album name, by the way.
Great, sick.
Yeah.
Like, I want that on a t-shirt.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be on a t-shirt.
Oh, for sure. I actually almost bought one today, and I'm like, I feel like she's going to release better merch.
You'd look good in a cowboy hat. Maybe you should get a Cowboy Carter cowboy hat.
Maybe for Coachella, I should be wearing a cowboy hat.
Not a bad idea.
If you guys see me in a cowboy hat for Coachella, it's because of this conversation.
Okay.
Should we get okay, do you know about the Tell Me What's Wrongs?
No, tell me.
Okay. So the pussies write in and they tell us what's wrong.
Okay.
And we prescribe them a remedy.
Oh, I love this.
So like, and you're so knowing of like movies and TV shows and music. And also, I actually was like, I need to ask Glenn this when he gets here. What are you watching right now, like movie-wise, TV-wise, and what are you listening to?
You know, I'm doing all sorts of, I'm reading more than I'm watching right now. I gotta say, like, I've the good news is it's like, it's nice when people are sending you a lot, but I'm churning out like 3 scripts a day right now.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm
For
like,
those who don't know, Glenn at Aloe, every single day I walk in and he's on the treadmill, dripping sweat, flipping through a script as he's on the treadmill. I'm like, okay, wait, I can't text and walk. So, like, I don't know how this is happening. I'm like, whoa. Like, damn. But yeah, you do read a lot of scripts.
I read a lot. So I'm actually, this is probably the first time in my life, because I really love decompressing and just like watching just random stuff. Just watched the Johnny Manziel doc. That was really great. But like, honestly, I love hosting movie nights. That's kind of my big thing, is like, that's how I bring my friends together.
Yeah.
I'll, you know, have some food, cook people some dinner, have a little movie night, and just kind of have people with drinks and stuff. I haven't done that in a hot minute, because it's just life's kind of been on a crazy clip.
Well, you've been all over the place.
Yeah, I just haven't had a lot of
free
time to just just like kick it. So but I am. That's like one of my favorite things to do is movies. So if you tell me what's good,
I'll give you a few racks. Oh my God. Brisket. I'm going to make a clip of just everything Brisket has done during this entire episode, because I'm not okay. He's like, literally looks like a blanket. Okay, well, Brisket, we're going to get into the tell me what's wrong, if that's okay with you. My goodness. Okay.
This literally looks like fur coming. Like, there's so much fur. When I adopted from LaBelle Foundation.
I love LaBelle Foundation.
They're the best. And he... I heard he was hypoallergenic. Oh. Very much not the case.
Okay. Well, do you know when his birthday is?
April 10th.
Oh my God.
Right around the corner.
Literally almost your B-Day. Are you an Aries? He's an Aries, right? Yeah.
Is that so what's an Aries?
Fiery.
I can see it.
You're such a Libra. I didn't know you were a Libra. You are such a Libra. Aren't you a Libra? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
What's your birthday?
October 17th.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Triple birthday.
We're all October.
We're all doing Pilates on our birthdays.
Part 1. I feel like I'm going insane. My boyfriend just moved in with his friend and her girlfriend, which I didn't love. He's living with another woman, which is weird to me. I sucked it up, but now that I'm there all the time, I see that she's obsessed with him. Literally up his ass, cracking up at all his jokes. Also major pick-me vibes. Yeah, I get that. She talks to him more than her own boyfriend. Ooh, shady, shady, shady. I trust my boyfriend fully, but I can't help but feel so uncomfortable. The situation feels impossible because they signed a year-long lease. Pussmaster, do I need to chill?
Oof.
Yeah, that's rough.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, well, I'm like psycho. So, like, I would, like, burn the house down. I'd be like, oh my God, your lease. What are we going to do? Like, I would commit arson. Like, first of all, actually, I would never have even let that happen. I would never let my boyfriend move in with someone that I could see him becoming romantically involved with. I just would never let that happen.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Because, like, I'm not a jealous type at all. I'm like the opposite. But I do believe in your gut.
Right. So, yeah.
And if you start seeing certain eyes by someone's significant other, right, it's a hard thing to let go and forget about.
Right.
You know what I mean? But... You know, but by the way, maybe so. This is her boyfriend
lives with another girl.
You know, yeah, girls have that instinct. I think maybe
it's killer instinct.
You know, maybe they. You know, this is the time to. How do we don't have an age?
I'm guessing early 20s is the vibe I'm getting.
How long have they been together? Because maybe look. Jealousy doesn't go away.
Not saying, oh my God, I am the most jealous person alive.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you're saying you're not jealous. I bleed jealousy like it runs in my blood. Like, I can't control it. It's just who I am. But this situation, like, not to, like, make her feel, I mean, actually, I'm going to validate her feelings. Like, he totally could be cheating on you. Like, I would prescribe... I think he is. Like, I would prescribe the movie Wild Child with Emma Roberts, because in the movie, she leaves to go to boarding school and her boyfriend's friends with her girlfriend and he cheats on her.
All right, so here's Wild Child is a movie.
Yeah.
In the documentary Wild Child with Emma Roberts. Here's the other thing is that there's an element of I've realized over the course of my life that sometimes you just have to let things happen. Like inevitably, if someone's going to cheat on you, if someone's going to hurt you, if someone's going to break up with you, it's like, it's going to happen whether you're there or not, or that person is like, you're gonna bleed over the course of your life, right? And by the way, that's a good thing. That's how you learn good lessons. Like if you move through life unscathed, then you don't really learn anything. And you know, nobody hopes to go into romantic relationships getting hurt. That's why it's important to kind of on the front side, I would say, be, you know, aware and be like, trust your gut and trust your instinct and only date the people that you feel like have your best interest at heart. But like, you're never going to be able to keep eyes on somebody 24/7. Right. So if you don't trust them, then like, it ain't going to work ever.
It doesn't sound like she's trusting him, and it sounds like she hates this girl. I don't know what I would do, because like if she says anything, he's going to be like, you're a jealous freak. So I would just break up with him because I think he's cheating on you.
I would say, no, I have 2 sisters.
Okay.
And knowing all the drama through all the years of being next to them and a bunch of female cousins, there are some girls that are out for blood.
Yeah, right? There are.
That are out to steal the boyfriend. That are out like, and by the way, on the other side, boyfriends that are out to steal girlfriends and those sort of things. Like, and you got to trust your gut, you know, when you see those people, because some people, they just want to watch the world burn. Yeah. You know?
And speaking of burning, you should burn his apartment down, because then his lease will be over. So that's what we prescribe.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh, God. Poor girl. Jake and amazing, sexy special guest. That's you. I matched with a guy on Bumble like 2 weeks ago while he was visiting, and I may sound like a crazy person, but we quite possibly are soulmates. Okay, me. But like, we haven't met. Haha, me. We do have plans to spend a weekend together soon and a concert to go to in a few months, but you've never met. It's comfortable, exciting, terrifying, all at the same time. We talk all day, every day. Am I crazy? No. What do you think? Did you follow?
I did follow.
Oh, wow. A lot of people don't in this room.
This person sounds like a lot.
Yeah. A lot.
This person sounds like, you know, look, I'm look, big fan of believing in love, believing in the potential of love. At the same time, you know, you got to take it day by day. I would be careful. You want to hear a crazy story?
Yes, please.
My little sister was friends with a girl who went on a date with a guy. And they're hanging out. He's super charming. I got to get all my facts on the story. I'm going to tell you the story, and then I'm going to let my sister fact check it.
Okay.
I hope I'm telling it correctly. But basically, she goes on a date with this guy. The guy's super charming, and they have a great night. And, you know, she goes back to his apartment that night, and he's like, hey, can I give you a massage? And then as she got back to his apartment, she just started getting, like, weird vibes. She's like, something feels off. And he's like, can I give you a massage? And she's like, sure. So she starts massaging her shoulders. She's kind of just feeling like everything's just feeling odd. And she's like, I got to get out of here. And he gets a little weird. Like, no, please don't leave. Sorry. Like, I'm weird, whatever it is. She leaves. She goes, her skin starts itching like crazy the next day. She goes to the doctor the next day, and he does a test on her skin. And it turns out that it's like a black market lotion that breaks down skin for human consumption. This man was rubbing lotion on her body to eat her. So the doctor's like, you got to give me this person's address, and you should call the police. They go to this guy's house, and he had several girls' bodies in the house.
This is your sister?
No, not my sister. It's like her friend.
Oh my God. Okay, so we prescribe Hannibal and Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So before this woman goes on a date with a guy on Bumble just for the weekend and the whole thing, like, check your cannibal instincts. You know what I mean?
Wait. What?
Yeah,
totally. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I know. That's what I was like, I got to remember, my sister told me this. This was like happened when she was in college. So this was like, 10 years. We should. I'll get my little sister to.
We'll have a fact check.
We'll do a fact check. Do the whole thing. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
Isn't that
okay,
insane?
so maybe don't go on a date with this guy. I prescribe Catfish, Hannibal, and Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. What about just a drink? You know, like somewhere where you can, get a fake call from a friend if it gets weird or people start becoming cannibals.
Oh my God. I've had to have fake calls from a friend before, because one time I went on a date with this guy and he told me he didn't want to hook up with me.
And you just fake called it?
Yep. I said, why am I here then? And I said, Cassidy, call me now. And she called, and he was like, did you just have your friend fake call you to leave? And I said, no. But I did.
So what was the lead up to him saying he didn't want to hook up with you?
I was sitting with him at a drink. I looked a fucking fool. I looked a fool. I was in denim on denim because I was just coming from an event. And I was like, I'm like in denim on denim. And he was like, oh, cute. Like, come on. I'm like, okay. And so I went and I was like, da-da-da. We were one drink in and then I referred to it as a date. I was like, and then I came on this date and he was like, oh, no, stop. This is not a date. And I was like, and then I left.
What a weird, but he said, oh, denim on denim cute?
Yes, he said hot.
Hot.
And do you remember, were you there?
I wasn't there. I was there virtually.
Oh my God. And I called Louise crying.
Yeah.
And she was like, ew. And I was like, okay. And I've never seen him again.
What was the vibe up until then?
We flirted for a year. DM, text, plans, and then we finally made plans. And he told me, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, this was not that. And I was like, oh my God, so like, are my breasts showing? Like, am I ugly in person? Like, what happened? Yeah. And then I went to go get dinner and was in the most foul mood and then blacked out.
Well, yeah, in denim on denim.
Yeah, in denim on denim.
That's my favorite way to black out.
In denim on denim. And I was like, oh my God. Ugh. God, I don't even know how we got here.
No.
But I love it. Oh, hi, I'm Kaylee. Why do I want to fuck Tony Soprano? Am I well? I get it. Have you seen The Sopranos?
Yeah, for sure.
I get the appeal. Just found out my father had a love child while my mom and him were engaged. I'm 27, youngest of the three. Hey, girl. The love child is 34. And my mother bought the stroller and toys as a gift thinking that my dad's friend was pregnant with someone else's child. God, I don't know what to prescribe to you besides therapy. That's horrible.
Okay, so dad got someone else pregnant while
engaged to the mom.
While engaged to the mom.
And the mom was like, oh my God. She thought it was the dad's friend, so she bought baby gifts for the dad's friend, but it was really the dad's love child.
And when did they become friends? Has she met her sister?
Yeah.
Half sister?
I guess. No, she's not friends with her. She's just freaking out because she doesn't know what to do.
I personally think this is like a rom-com in the making.
Yes.
This feels to me less like a bad story and more like a version of The Parent Trap.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, rom-com king.
You know, that's what I feel like. I feel like, hey, instead of just like hating on the fact that your dad was a little bit of a salute, you know, we go, hey, maybe I have a new sister.
Yes.
You know, maybe she's got her mom has a vineyard in Napa.
Oh my God, that'd be
lovely.
lovely.
We can go pop over there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she's a posh English wealthy girl who kind of looks like Lindsay Lohan. We don't know.
Oh my God, I love Lindsay Lohan.
Who doesn't?
No. Like, you don't understand. Like, it's the Lohan-assance.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, yes. She's taking over the Hallmark Channel.
Yes.
Yes. I actually, one of my best buddies, Court Overstreet, was in a rom-com with her. Let It Snow?
Yes, and I haven't
Christmas
seen
one.
it. I've only seen Irish Wish.
Oh, you've only seen Irish Wish?
And let me just say,
started with the newbies. Okay.
I know. Her physical comedy is so good.
She's great.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's great. Ugh, Lindsay Lohan, I love you.
I love you too, Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. So we prescribe The Parent Trap.
What do you mean you prescribe it?
Like, to this girl.
Oh, yes. I think I think as a solution to what?
Just like feeling better about her new half-sister.
I think that she should reach out to her half-sister.
Okay.
And I think that could be the silver lining here.
Okay, love that.
Or it could be a horror movie. I don't know.
Yes, or a horror movie. She could kill her.
One of the two.
One of the two. Because, like, who's getting the inheritance? It should be you. Oh, this is my favorite. Slept with the hottest DILF ever last week. The time of my life. Only for my mom to introduce... Oh, my God. Okay, British. Only for my mom to introduce him to me today as her new boyfriend. She doesn't know. How do I tell her? Because I don't want to stop sleeping with him. Oop.
Wait. This is her mom's...
New boyfriend.
New boyfriend.
Yes.
So she's been sleeping with the DILF.
Yes, and
it's her mom's new boyfriend.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you immediately what it's giving. It's giving Pretty Little Liars because Arya sleeps with Ezra and then he becomes her teacher and she's like, oh my God, I don't want to stop sleeping with him. So she doesn't. Have you ever seen Pretty Little Liars?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm sure it's great.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It ran for like 12 seasons.
Yeah, it's amazing. I did not finish it. I'm not gonna fib here. I did not finish it, but I'm like, that's what it's giving. But I will say that Arya and Fitz, like, it's kind of like a tumultuous relationship. She's saying she doesn't want to stop sleeping with him, but what I would do is tell her mom and be like, oh my God, this is so fucking awkward. Like, I don't even know how to tell you this, but like, I hooked up with him last week. You need to stop dating him. I'll stop hooking up with him. But like, this is just something we're going to need to like repress in our memories forever.
Have you seen The Graduate?
Yes, I have seen The Graduate.
Dustin Hoffman movie. It's one of my favorite movies. This is the premise of The Graduate.
Wait, I've seen The Graduate. I saw it in high school. It's a very, very long time ago. Is that the one where they like...
Well, no, I guess it's the opposite premise of The Graduate. He starts hooking up with the mom. He has this like affair with the mom. And then he meets this incredible girl that's his age.
Yes.
And he then all of a sudden goes back to her place and meets her family and realizes he was hooking up with the mom. And the mom like loses it. And you're like, stay away from my daughter. But he's like fully in love with her daughter. And it becomes like crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've seen The Graduate. I'm just going to be honest. Is there a scene in a church?
Yes, it's the very end of the movie.
I've seen The Graduate. Yep, because we learned about the church scene in school.
Yes. So I will say that if you try to keep that under your hat, you gotta put that out there. Can you imagine that family? You got to put that out on the table. No, that's a no bueno.
No bueno.
Also, probably not a good sign if this guy's hooking up with two generations. He clearly doesn't know what he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got to choose a lane.
Agreed. And it shouldn't be a mom and a daughter.
No.
Not that lane.
I mean, he obviously has a genetic type.
Yes, for sure.
But age-wise, like as a guy, if you're going for one age and then drunk driving to another age like that, it means you're sort of probably not in a good place to be with anybody or date anybody.
Oh my God, I love when straight guys give their opinion on relationships. I need it.
Is that a very straight opinion?
It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, are you ready to call pussy? I kind of want to do Miles first, because Miles has said, I've been campaigning for a Glen Powell episode, and then gave me their number.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Miles. This is Jake Shane. I'm with Glen Powell.
Oh my fucking God, are you serious?
Yes, Glenn, say hi.
Hey, what's up, Miles?
Hey, Glenn.
What's up, Miles?
I literally just got off of work and was just talking to someone on Hinge about you.
Stop it. What were you saying? Was it bad?
His Hinge said his therapist dropped him. And I said, I dropped my therapist, and my new therapist is you.
Stop it, Miles. Love you. Well, we just wanted to call and say hey.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I love you too, Miles. Say bye to Glenn.
Bye, Glenn.
Bye, Miles.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Fucking God.
Okay. My boss at work is actually horrible, and I have 2 interviews for new jobs. So if I don't get another job, what do I say to my boss without sounding like a bitch? Please call me to discuss Denise. All right, let's call Denise.
So what's Denise's thing? She's trying to...
She's trying to leave her job. She doesn't want to leave her job without a new job. And if she doesn't get a new job, she needs to speak to her boss and tell him she hates him.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure I don't know what the course of action is, to be honest with you.
Hello?
Denise?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Jake Shane. I'm with Glen Powell. I got your question.
Remember I was telling you about Jake Shane? Oh my God, you are kidding.
No, say hi to Glen.
Hi.
Hey.
Wait.
No, this is crazy.
Wait, I got your question and I feel really bad.
Yeah, it's a but I think I just got another job.
Oh, yay, Denise.
Okay, congrats.
Yeah, I'm so excited now, but I do want to, tell him off
when you leave?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, well, be careful because you might need him as a recommendation down the line.
Okay, that's true.
But if you were to tell him off, how would you do it?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Tell him that he's a shitty boss.
Okay.
He actually doesn't even live in my state.
What state is that?
Pennsylvania.
I was just fucking in Pennsylvania, Denise.
I know, I saw.
Oh, stop it.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. I just posted this on my private story and said, me and Jake Shane are like this with our fingers crossed.
But now we really are.
We really are. We're besties.
We are. Okay, well, I want to congratulations on your new job. If you get a text from this number, it's asking for your address for merch. It's not a scam. I want to congratulate you. Denise,
Okay.
we love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
It's fun, huh?
That's so fun.
Then there's one
By the way,
last.
the reactions are great.
Sometimes they go feral. Okay, now there's one more. This is Jake and very special guest. You guys work so hard helping people I told all the pussies that I had a very special guest today. Helping get people give prescriptions. My name is Peyton, and I'm a therapist and astrologer. So why don't we switch it up? You call me and tell me what's wrong. Okay, honestly, I need to hear about my star sign and what she thinks. Because do you know your rising, Glen, and like your
No. What's the rising?
Your call has been forwarded to...
Is that what time you were born?
It's time you were born. Oh, she's from New York.
Every time I ask my mom, she like gives me the cold shoulder.
Really? Maybe she doesn't know.
I think she doesn't remember.
I think
I gotta get my birth certificate or something.
Ooh, okay, well, that's it for the calls. Thank you, pussies, for the calls. Okay, so Glen, what did we learn today?
What did we learn today? Don't fuck with Jake. He will burn your house to the ground. Very jealous, but maybe righteously so.
Yes, probably not righteously so, but you know what I learned today? That I've seen The Graduate. That you've worked with Richard Linklater multiple times.
Yes.
That Hitman comes out on June 7th.
June 7th on Netflix.
Oh my God, good for me.
That's a hell of a
say
pull.
Good for me. And Twister comes out on July
19th.
Again, good for me. Got the month. And you've seen Top Gun 4 times.
Yes.
And Anyone But You in full once. And you threw up after you saw yourself in Hidden Figures.
Wow, you have a very sharp memory.
Thank you. It's the Scorpio in me. I just made that up.
That's also the arsonist in you as well.
Yes.
Yeah, the Scorpios and arsonists, they tend to be the same person.
Yeah, they are. Well, Glen and Brisket,
Brisky, come here, buddy.
thank you for coming on Therapuss. The pussies, thank you, and we salute you.
We salute you back. Thank you for
give
having me.
Can you give the pussies a little tense up?
Wait, and show me how to do it.
You say tense up.
Tense up.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, pussies. Put your tense up. Put your tense up. Tense up.